How's it going, everybody? My name's Damien. Welcome back to another blue collar video. Today, we're right back in the same boat we were, okay? And I know I told you guys I was going to burn it to the ground, and I was close. You guys know that little demon thing going on these days. Anyways, here we are. I'm not happy about it. Anyways, we got the same problem that I've fixed 2 times now, or at least attempted to, apparently, because it's not fixed still. So, hopefully we can figure that out. We got another power steering leak, and I'll show it to you. Okay, I already got the old bucket down. I'm getting pretty good at doing this, alright? It's not good, definitely not good for the health. But anyways, we're getting really good at doing this little contraption right here in the front. And you can tell that it's the problem area. 1, because it's got RTV all over it. And 2, because it's still got fluid everywhere after it started leaking the other day. And I mean, this thing started pouring everywhere right off the bottom, all over this thing. So what I'm thinking is, and I was talking to a guy at O'Reilly's, thanks to that guy. Alright, you might see him, might not, who knows. But we might not have to have fluid in here. Maybe that's all supposed to be walled off, no fluid. And then only fluid in this and on that side. So maybe we might have a leak on that worm gear in here. So what I'm going to do, pop the top on this thing, take those bolts off, slide the shaft out of here, pop the sides off, take the worm gear. Obviously we're going to drain all this fluid in this reservoir here. Yeah, don't forget about that. You'll really be upset when you forget about that. Anyways, take all that crap off, see about somehow sliding that worm gear out, and see if there's any like O-rings or seals or something on there that will stop the fluid from going through, in, and out. So, who knows? We'll see. Never really took it apart. But anyways, that could have been the whole problem from the beginning. We just didn't know any better because, 1, nobody ever works on this stuff. These tractors are, I don't know. If they work on them, they definitely don't do any videos on them to share the knowledge, the old wealth, okay? Because I can't see anything but what I've done on it. So we've been flying from the seat of our pants since day 1. Anyways, let's see about taking it off. Got a couple tools over here. See if I can zip it off real quick. Probably will take way longer than it should, and we'll go from there. Alright, what do we want here? Zoom out. Okay. We got a couple things. Probably going to start with this bad mammy jammer right here. Start letting some of this fluid out of the reservoir while I work on everything else. So, ooh, that's way not big enough. Okay, we'll be right back. Our shop is probably the most run down shop you've ever seen in your life. Look at this cool painting though. That's been up there for years. I'll just go ahead and let you look with your eyeballs. Get out of the way. Anyways, that's been up there for a long time. It looks cool, don't know what it is. Hopefully it's not some Indian thing for dye or something. I don't know. I can't speak that language. Where's our biggest wrench? Probably this one. 1.25 inches. Anything up there? No. We'll come back for it if it is. This is probably... I bet you there's actually one in here a little bit bigger, but we'll figure it out. No worries. Okay. Let's see if we got the right one. Probably not. Let's see here. No. I don't know what sound that was, but yeah. Okay, well, I guess we're going to see if this thing's going to work, because we don't have anything bigger. I looked in that drawer in there, and, well, as you can tell, there's a reason I'm holding this. So, let's see if we can pop this off. I might actually need 2 hands in here, probably. Please don't spill this everywhere. I mean it. You're going to make me upset if you do. Okay, we're about to fall out of there. Perfect. Look at this crap. It's trying to fall out on me. I'm trying to push it. Yeah, just like so. Okay. This sun is really coming through here. This stuff is not going to go where I want it to at all. No, it's doing the thing. It's still spilling the shit, which is kind of irritating, but what are you going to do, I guess? Where'd that bolt run off to? Bolt? Where'd you go? Who knows? I tell you what, if you don't do it that way, and you just run the straight bucket, you make hellacious mess. Okay, that's all I'm saying. So, if you do that, do it that way. Third time's the charm. We know what we're doing now, okay? Kind of. Not really. Anyways, we can zip the top off now. Okay, we've taken those 6 bolts off of there. We gotta take this hose and that hose off. And we'll get ready to take the top off, and then here in a little bit, if we need to pop that worm gear out, we can take the bottom half off. But hopefully it'll just be these 6, 2 hoses. We'll have to take off the 4 bolts to take this like panel, plate, whatever you want to call it, off of there on both sides to push the worm gear out. And yeah, those 2 on the bottom there, so should be good. I wish there wasn't so many fucking ants up here. Hang on a minute. That just twist? Is that twist? We shall see. What was that? Is that loose? Huh. Maybe that whole time it was just loose? Surely those aren't coming loose with crush washers on them. That's what it looks like though. Yeah, this one's hand tight. Who put this on here? Well, fuck, I don't know. Well, just for shits and giggles, I guess. What I really want to do is just tighten that up and call it a day, but go ahead and take this bolt out of here and see if it has any of the thread that should be up here on it. If maybe it broke. I mean, it don't look busted. And it threads on there, so maybe I just didn't tighten it all the way. Surely I wouldn't do something so stupid as that. But we're not all perfect, are we? Let's see. Well, it's tightened on there. That one's loose. This one's loose. That one's going to be too big. That one's going to be too big. Every one of them are loose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and not take this the rest of the way apart. I'm probably going to pop those loose, pop those bottom bolts loose, make sure, well, you know, I tell you what, fuck doing all that. I'm going to put those 6 bolts back in the top. I'm going to tighten these up. I don't think we have any Loctite here. I'm going to put that oil back in the tank there. We're going to start the tractor up. We're going to see if it leaks. I'll spray it down with some brake fluid, make sure it's all cleaned off the surface, so if it leaks, we can tell. And if tightening that up makes it to where it stops, then all it did was while it was running, or maybe I just didn't tighten all these up, but I'm almost 100% sure I did. These could be coming loose, whether it be these washers being bad, and they're, you know, taken on and off so many times they've just lost their strength, or maybe these need some some of the thread lock or whatever, Loctite. Maybe they need some of that, because the vibrations could be making these loosen up. But you'd think they wouldn't. Anyways, another plan. Tighten them all back up, see what happens. Okay. Maybe it will be this easy. Normally it's not. My luck, I'll think this is it, and I'll put all this stuff back on there, and then I'll have to take it right back off to fix the whole thing again. The way that I thought it was going to be the first time, but whatever, we'll see. Keep your fingers crossed, because I don't want to fix this any more than you guys want to see me do it. Maybe you do. Maybe you like to see people suffer on here. I don't know. This is pretty bad. It's very irritating, I'd say. That would. Let go of it. Come on now. Alright, 14th new plan. I'm going to go ahead and take all these off, all 6 of these, and I'm going to leave them up top here and wait for the parents to get home. I'm having my parents pick up some Loctite for me, and I'm going to see if we got some crush washers, and we're going to do it that way. So we'll have to wait a little while. No big deal. It's getting hot. I wouldn't mind sitting down for a little bit anyways. So yeah. Let's go ahead and get these off here real quick. We got a 1917s. You guys know the drill. Seen it 1,400 times. You can't mess it up. So pop them off of here and go sit down for a while. Why not? Alright, so we went ahead and moved that out of the way, pulled those 6 bolts off. We're not worried about pulling the shaft or anything. Put those 6 back in the top. Pop the line off here, line off there. And everything fell down. I think that should be everything we did, yeah. So we're up to date. So this is where we're going to sit for a while. I found out that this bolt back here, let me actually show you. Take this off of there. This one's actually bent. And you can tell by the way it is. If I laid it on a flat surface, it would, well, there's really not much of a flat surface here, but it would bow, kind of like that. See the light coming up under there? Kind of hard to tell, but I'm telling you, it's bent, okay? And then we have this crush washer here that's just been all out of shape, which came off of one of the 4 bolts that hold this reservoir on there, but I'm not really worried about it. I'll find another one for it, but it's not what is holding this back right here. So I just put it on there so I can remember the bolt up here. Anyways, we're waiting on some Loctite and stuff. I'm gonna go down the house. Got some stuff I gotta do down there. So okay, we're back. We got some of this Permatex Thread Locker Blue, whatever that stuff is, medium strength, and it says it prevents vibration loosening, which is huge because, you know, that's what happened. Anyways, I read the directions on here. It was just saying remove the cap, cut the lid, blah blah blah, clean the bolts. No. Who cares about all that? Anyways, what I am going to do, since this is it's just got liquid all over it, is I'm going to use this rag / shirt here and just start cleaning a lot of this crap up in the threads. And yeah, once we're done cleaning them one by one, put them back on there, get them as tight as you possibly can. This bent bolt here, we're gonna throw back in there. It wasn't hurting anything, surely, right? Who knows? Anyways, we're gonna put it back in there just the way it came out, and hope this time it seals. If it doesn't, then we'll have to really take it apart the next time and fix it again, which I really hope we don't have to. I'm thinking these just keep vibrating loose, and yeah. Okay, so we got our Loctite open. Gotta cut the whole lid. Oh, and it says to squish it around and really work it together, you know? At least that's what it said. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that before I cut the top off, because if I do, it'll probably explode all over everywhere, and that's not what I want, so. anyways, went ahead and cleaned up these 4 bolts here. And I left these 2 bigger ones in there because if you get this thing moved off of the center point, it's kind of hard finding those holes when you can't look up underneath there, so just filling around trying to find them is kind of hard. So I went ahead and left those 2 in there, so it'd be easy to run these in there once I put the Loctite on there. Just so you know, okay, when you guys do this, if you're doing it. If not, I'm sorry you guys have to watch this 1,500 times, because I don't want to do it 1,500 times either. But it's what you got to do, I guess. Okay, you got blue Loctite on my knife. That's good. If you guys have noticed my hand, you guys probably don't care, but I'm going to tell you to because I think it's funny. Don't be out there punching cinder blocks for fun, alright? They don't feel so good. Just so you know. Way too much. Perfect. I stole that. That's not a patented saying by me. Okay? You guys know who I got it from. I love the dude on YouTube. He's a great guy. Bicycle Garage. Go check him out. Is this the right bolt for this placement here? It don't feel like it, but that's fine. Anyways, we got one down. I'm going to go ahead and shut the camera off and get back to it whenever we're cinched up here. Okay, we got us some brake cleaner. When you go ahead and start spraying, make sure you move your bucket of hydraulic fluid that's below it so you don't get none of this crap in it. And the reason I'm cleaning this now is because we're going to let this sit overnight. And then tomorrow when it's all dry and clean, we're going to see if we'll turn it over, run it for a minute, and see if that'll start leaking. So, yeah, that's how you know you got a leak, is if the next day it's still leaking. Well, you still got a leak. Make sure you waste all of your brake clean doing it too, or you're not doing it right. Spray it all over the paint that you want to be ate off too. So. And just like that, we're out. Alright. We're going to start putting this back together, get high as nuts, and yeah. Good to go. How's it going, everybody? Alright. I know it's been a little while. It's been a couple days since I've done the last video on that tractor up there. But we've been doing a lot of work out of the house, and I want to go ahead and, you know, get ready to start doing those kind of videos out there, building everything. So look forward to that. But so far I've been monitoring that up there. I haven't started the tractor, but we haven't had any leaks. I haven't put any more hydraulic fluid in there. But what we do have in it, there hasn't been any leaks on the hose or anything. So I'm going to chalk it up as good for now. And later on when I get done and I need the tractor, we'll see if it leaks then. But I think that's going to be good for the fix. I think all those bolts we're doing are just, while it was running, they were just unscrewing themselves and falling out. So hopefully that'll fix our problem. And that could have been the problem from day one, but I don't know. I think it was a mixture of the seals and all that. But anyways, I hope that helped you guys, whoever needed to know about it. If you guys were wanting to see more, I don't know where I'm going with that. You know what I mean? I'm just hope it helps somebody out there. Thank you guys so much, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. I did not burn my tractor yet, but look forward to that, because if it gets bad enough, I will promise you that.